For nearly 2 decades, VOX Teen Communications has been honing the journalism and leadership skills of a diverse cross-section of Atlanta teens. Each year, more than 100 pass through the newsroom doors or slide into a seat at one of their workshops. During the school year, the nonprofit publishes the city's only teen-powered newspaper. It's distributed for free through many metro schools, and each issue reaches about 90,000 peers. But the summer months bring the freedom to move a bit beyond the newsprint.
All right, let me just read Ode to the Yard Sale. This is another Gary Soto. All right, Ode to the Yard Sale. A toaster, a plate of pennies, a plastic rose staring up to
My name is Rachel Alterman-Wallach, and I'm Executive Director at VOX. The VOX Media Café is actually in its inaugural year. This is the first year that we've done this summer program. VOX has always provided summer programming for teens, but in the past we had a 4-week journalism and leadership training program, which was a great program, but it only served 14 kids.
The program now offers 4 week-long workshops catering to about 40 students throughout the summer.
And we were able to create content to teach kids based on what the teens in our program said that they would want to learn, which is how we came up with the VOX Media Cafe's offerings. So we had the first week was visual communication, and then interactive media. The third week was reporting, and then this week we're finishing up creative nonfiction.
Like most everything else at VOX, the teens dictate their level of involvement. Some attend for the course of the summer, and others for a single week. For 17-year-old Paige Curtis, this is her first and last week.
Media Cafe, if you get the chance to do it, definitely sign up because you'll learn so much about yourself and your way you write and the way you can express yourself with different types of media. So definitely jump for it and do it. Today we had Natasha Trethewey come in. She's won the Pulitzer Prize for poetry, and literally just a few seconds ago I just met her, and she's really cool. She spoke to us about poetry and how to write poetry and different types of list poetry, and I love that.
I think I brought in the perfect poem for where this conversation is going.
Throughout the summer, an award-winning cast of lecturers taught kids about everything from visual storytelling to the finer points of poetic imagery. Now, on the final day, Pulitzer Prize-winning poet Trethewey and Women of the World Slam Poetry champion Teresa Davis are leading workshops for a group of about a dozen budding poets. The payoff? A good old-fashioned poetry slam. Here's poet Teresa Davis.
Slam poetry is competitive poetry where a poet presents original work, and the work is then scored by 5 random judges. The high score and the low score drop. The 3 scores in the middle are your score. It's been very challenging, but it's also very therapeutic for me, and I love the idea of connecting with other people. And I work with kids so much that I want them to understand the inherent power of words, and that this is a power that they all have.
But honestly, there wasn't much slamming going on. As the day faded, the group of young poets clapped, or rather snapped their fingers, the poets' applause, as they took turns reading their original works.
All in 1 month. I have found you and quickly gave you my heart. You gave me your attention, love, and care. Will you use me or abuse me? Thank you for loving me. Ti amo, mi amo.
For the Southern Education Desk and the Juvenile Justice Information Exchange, I'm Clay Duda in Atlanta.